Welcome. Hello, how are you doing out there? Welcome to another live broadcast coming to you from Atascadero, California. And I want to say thank you for joining us this morning. It's been a couple of weeks, right, since we had our last one. I think it was Tax Day, April 15th. It's a beautiful day, Tax Day. And but here we are. It's the 29th. Had a couple busy weeks, and hope you've been doing well, okay? I've heard from a couple of you guys, and everybody seems to be hanging in there really good. So, Wes is here today. He's pushing the buttons. Gail's on the message board, and we are doing quite well. Here's what we have to talk about. Let me take a look on my little sheet here. Here's what we're going to be doing. What are we going to be doing? We're going to talk about this guitar, for one. And this guitar, I just got it all up and running, and it seems to be doing really well. And we're going to talk about it. It's kind of a toy. We have our little sale going on. We've got, by the way, all right, the song I just played was Misty. That's part of the workshop this year for guys in the C and B sections. Now, we're kind of doing it as a walking ballad. It could be a little faster, but whatever. But anyway, so it's a walking kind of ballad, if you will. We might do it on the little bit of the greasier side than what I just played it. But I want to mention that the track on the download on the Dropbox was incorrect, but it's corrected now. And the same with there's a no bass version for the bass players that are coming. Also, it's laid out in tablatures for those, and it's a request from a couple of guys that would really like to have the tablature for the tune. So I went ahead and did that. Isn't that great? Isn't that special? Anyway, so that is all set for you guys to jump into that. We have a question of the day. and I'm not going to reveal the question because, oh my gosh, that would just give everything away. So anyway, if you like these live streams, please hit subscribe and hit the like button and participate in the chat. Okay, so we're doing it Wednesdays at noon, as you can tell. And if you're on the library, you can zoom in. And I see we've got a couple guys. Jerry and Frank have zoomed in. And they're able to ask questions in real time. Whereas your other guy's got to type it out, which is fine too. And Frank Body. Wow. There's a name from the blast from the past. Frank, I hope you get on. I'd like to see what the heck you even look like. Not that it matters, but it's always nice to put a face. Like I know what Frank looks like, and I know what Jerry looks like. I could spot him a mile away. You can see those guys coming. Anyway, yeah, so by the way, tomorrow, if you're on the library, we have the thing for the questions, weekly support for the students, which, by the way, we're going to get to a couple questions right now. Frank or Jerry, do you guys have any pressing issues that you need to talk about, like right now? Yes.
I would like to ask. That was such a beautiful version of Misty. Absolutely loved it.
Hmm.
And I'm just curious, when you were doing a lot of fills outside of the melody line, were you thinking melodic minors through that, or are you thinking everything under the sun?
Frank, tell him what I'm thinking. What am I thinking on the altered chords, on the dominant chords? What am I thinking? Frank, tell him what I'm thinking. Tell him.
Tell me, Frank.
Whoops, your mic's not on.
Yeah, there you go. It's the altered dominant flat 5.
No. Natural 5.
Natural 5. Hey, I knew it was a 5.
There's a 5 in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Huh?
The difference being that, with the jazz minor, it has the flat 5, which is, we're talking melodic minor, half step up from the dominant chord. That makes it very, very dissonant. But if you have the natural 5 in there, not so bad.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, and I think we went over that in the jazz guitar hang couple weeks ago.
My second question. Somebody's being a little noisy.
Oh, that's Wes's microphone.
Oh, I see. So yeah, I've been studying your dominant.
Tell me it's on, man.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Jerry?
I've been studying your dominant minor lesson, and you refer to shapes: the E shape, D shape, C shape, A shape, G shape, and I just was wondering if you had any one of those shapes that you favored over the others, or if they're all like equal puppies in the litter there, so to speak.
Well, you do kind of favor, I think, the E shape,
Okay.
and then the D shape. Always like the C shape. So, but yeah, you just kind of always figure on all of those, whatever.
Okay. All right.
Whatever shape your body's in.
That's right. However you feel, huh?
Yeah, wherever you are at the moment,
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But see,
I got it.
Jerry, I don't kind of play like that anymore. I kind of play all over the neck.
Yes, you do.
So.
Yeah.
I like that. To me, it's more fun, and I don't know, just is I feel freer, if you will.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean that you ought to really knuckle down, because I've done that. I've done that, knuckle down and played it in your shapes. Okay.
Okay.
Frank, do you have any issues you're working on, or are you just hanging?
Yeah, well, I'm still working on, the stack fourths and the single note lines
Uh huh.
on the stack fourths. Because, the melodic and harmonic way of approaching it. So just trying to get out of just doing arpeggios and things of that nature, especially since we went through all of those things in regards to, how those shapes kind of work with the stack fourths, and you could actually move them, like on a D minor chord. And I think we kind of worked on some of that stuff, and working with all those shapes from the F stack fourths, and just getting, trying to get some different lines out of there. So it's not, like I said, not so much arpeggios, which are great, but gives a little bit more, a little different sound. So
Little
that
flavor.
stuff, yeah, that stuff was great. And like I said, I'm still going back through all the accelerator work we did, because the more I listen to it, the better it gets, and I find more things to work on. But it was all great material.
Well, that's great. Okay. Well, that's good. That's that's something you're going to be doing forever. Yeah. 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 So anyway, Wes, do you feel up to a roll call?
You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn
do you
by
want
the
to do it or
numbers.
me
I
or
will
what?
teach you. Sound
You.
off like you got a pair.
I'll jump
Here
in.
you are all equally worthless.
All right, yeah, we do got a few people in here. You see the Zoom room. Guitar Vox in Drizzly, Wisconsin. How's it going? Guitar Vox. Sarah's in here. Hey, Sarah.
Sarah.
Mike Brandenberger in Dallas. What's up? Stormin in Dallas. Carl in Evansville, Indiana. What's up, Carl Clayton? Antonio and David Bronson's here from North Florida.
Hey,
What's going on?
David.
Felipe's here in Quebec, which I have a question
Wow.
from Felipe. He emailed a question that was pretty good, so I'm going to read that off to you in a bit. Pete Farmer, what's up, buddy?
Pete, what's up, Pete?
Jeff Himes in Nashville.
Hey, Jeff.
Jimbo in Moore Park, what's up, Jim?
Jim.
Michael Murray in Fairview, Texas. Rob in
Michael.
Newberry Park. And
Kirby.
Kirby. What's up, Kirb? Good to see you guys.
Kirby it's just a cool little name, isn't it? I have a friend, their dog's named Kirby. Then I had another friend whose dog's name was Richie. So, hey.
Here, let me just get to Felipe's question. He's in Quebec. He says, I'm struggling to find resources. I need to choose good replacement parts for a carved spruce top guitar. He recently acquired a Yamaha AE2000 made in Japan. It is a L5 copy, carved spruce top. Pickups are very corroded, microphonic, and very prone to feedback, so I'd like to replace them. My first choice would be Seymour Duncan Seth Lovers, but I'm afraid that using unpotted pickups with a solid spruce top might cause feedback problems at low volumes, like the ones I'm currently experiencing. My two other choices would be the Gibson 57 Classic or the Seymour Duncan Benedetto PAF. He's looking for kind of a Kenny Burrell sound on the neck kind of thing.
Well, I think the
Flat wound strings as well he's got, so he's there.
there's so many choices nowadays, Pete Farmer, what do you think? I think the Seymour Duncan, the 59s, they are potted. I don't know if that'll help in feedback issues or not. It just helps you can't hear it, when you touch it. On this, so I've had let's see, I think I have on my 575, I have a Seymour Seth Lover. Gosh, Seymour Duncan, you can't go wrong. You know what? This is the Rail Hammer by Reverend. Wait till you hear this. So I'm kind of liking these. So, Bennett Bartolini makes a nice pickup. Tim Shaw. I was just reading about Tim Shaw, and used to design pickups for Gibson and stuff. So I don't know. I don't think the classic 59s, the Gibson 59s, that might be the best way to go. Might be. They're probably the most expensive. Everybody, Greg Delorto, who put them in his guitars, very happy with those. So, and then also, I believe Tom Rotella had put those in his L5 and was very happy with them. Now, another thing you might consider is changing the pots. Get a good look at those pots and the wiring, because that changes everything too. So, I don't know. Hey, Rob in there, 2233, audio is intermittent. Rob works on guitars all the time, and so he might have some input there. I don't know. Anybody in the Zoom thing, Jerry or Frank, you got any suggestions?
This I want to make sure I understand. Was this about feedback? Preventing feedback?
Well, I guess. Yeah, they're kind of microphonic. So it's kind of a weird sound. They get a little funky.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I don't have that problem, but I use these Joe Carpenter F-hole plugs.
Oh, I see. Yeah, for
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I play rather loud with this band I play with, and so
Okay.
yeah, I don't have any feedback problems with that.
Okay, that's
Or
good.
Microphonics either that I know of.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of those Japanese pickups, especially in the olden days, were pretty funky.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good. So Pete Farmer said, Seth is good. I've used him. Oh, let me know if you like the rail hammers. I'll be hanging out with Ken all week in Dallas. I like them a lot, and so I'm gonna. I put them in this guy. There it is. Yeah. So a rail hammer has blade pickup for the bass strings, and the pole pieces for the treble. I think you get a real nice balance there. I'm impressed. So and Ken's a great guy. So,
yeah, Philippe says that his main concerns is the solid spruce top with the unpotted pickups.
I don't think that's a problem. I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Pete? I mean, like I said, potted just means, the way I understand it is when you click on it, your pick clicks on it, it makes noise, But if you're worried about it, get a potted one.
Rob said potting might help. Did you already mention that? Yeah.
Yeah. Keyword might. I don't know. So it might help. So anyway, well, keep us posted. See what you think. Potting is easy to do. I don't know if any of these guys want to get out and pot their pickups.
Not me.
But potting, Gail does it all the time with her flowers.
Yeah, is potting them, is that where you just bury your pickup and hope it grows a little pickup tree or something?
That's right, yeah.
I always thought potting your pickup, being out here in Colorado, it had to do with like smoking it or something.
Yes. Where you go to that shop with that little green plus on it.
Yeah, it's medicinal to pot your pickup.
Now, Pete says he prefers unpotted. It definitely is a different change in I think a potted pickup seems a little darker in my estimation. The Seth lever, as opposed to, what is it, the Duncan 59s. The Seth lever is unpotted. It seems to have more of a full range in my estimation. But that doesn't mean it's better, for jazz guitar. Sometimes the, you want that sound. And now this one's potted on this guitar. Now, I don't know if this, were the HRWs potted, Pete? Potted Pete. I don't think they were. They're Schallers modified. I don't know. They could be potted. Maybe Pete might know. Anyway. Full and round. Yes, it does. Thank you, Antonio. Whatever that is.
Zauzo.
Yowza. Whoa.
Thanks, Antonio.
Yeah. So anyway, why don't we, where do we start? Why don't we start with the guitar feature of this guitar right here?
The entire first part of this theme is literally just the D-flat Lydian scale.
Thank you. Thanks for letting us know that. Okay, this is a 1968 Gibson 175 with one pickup. Now, this guitar, I bought it as a shell. And the guy kind of thought, he said, I don't know if Gibson put this neck on it or what. I believe they did. But the fret width of this is 1.5. Not the fret width, the nut width. 1.5, which is pretty little. Now the thing about, let's see, yes, potted adds darkness. Some prefer them to just. HRWs are potted. Okay, thank you. All right, let's go over and take a look at this. This neck has been totally refinished. And the beauty of that is it's not all scarred up like an old guitar. And it's nice and smooth like a baby's butt. And it's got the old Schallers, old school pickups on it, or tuners. The truss rod works great. This has all been shot. Now, the reason I like this is because the body has not been shot. And that is one of the differences between the two that I have. It looks all pretty and everything because I shined the heck out of it. It was in a smoke-filled place. There was a lot of smoke on this puppy. So there is the rail hammer pickup. This is a Gibson bridge tune-o-matic with the nylon inserts. A brand new pickguard and bracket. New pots with the Bumblebee capacitor. This, what do you call that thing?
Tailpiece.
Yeah, that thing. It looks a little, originally I had a different pickup in it, and it was a relic looking thing. So I kind of tried to make that relic, I mean, that is so hard to do. And so if you didn't like that, you could just wipe it off. Some of it, anyway. The guitar is really in nice shape. The frets are all good. There were a couple frets that were a little high. Had to kind of mess around with them. It's in beautiful shape. It's got a little, that looks a little weird. Oops, there's another dent. The binding is all intact. It's a trip. Now, the binding on the neck, if you take a look at it, it's not as yellow. So I don't know what to think about this neck. It's a little whiter, not as yellow. So I don't know if it was sent back to the factory and the guy said, put one of these skinny necks. So people sometimes call them pencil neck geek. And I had to put on a nut. But the tuners, it came with the tuners. So, gosh, that's it. It's rare to find a 68 with one pickup, right? They're all Ds, double Ds. And so that's one of the things I like about this particular guitar. So it still is your 16-inch body, 1 3/8 body depth. Like I said, I had to put a nut on it, and then mess around with some of the frets. But I think it's got a beautiful sound, and it's, I don't know if it's the pick. Well, it has to do with everything. Unfortunately, it's like, you can't say, oh, this pickup changed the whole world. Well, it could, but not really. It's the combination of everything. So, but it's got a beautiful sound. Now, some people say, gosh, I can't believe you'd want that skinny nut width. And I say, have you ever played banjo or mandolin? You want to talk skinny? How about violin? Those guys can wail on the violin, right? And that's pretty skinny. Or mandolin, good grief. Matter of fact, the other guitar I have right here is 9/16. So that's a difference of a ½ inch, right? Anyway, so let's play this acoustically. Wes, could you put on the overhead? And here's what it sounds like. Might have to take care of a little buzz there. Okay, that's the sound acoustically. Now, I'm going to play a little something, and what we're going to do is, when I played it earlier, I think I was going through the Hendrickson, but here it is just direct. Let me play a little something on it. Okay, there it is with the just going direct. We're just going direct. And once again, this is that rail hammer pickup. It's got a, feels like got a nice sound in the low end. Let's hear it just through the Hendrix. Boy, this one's gonna need a little work on that. All right. Now, Rob Riggs sent us over. Whoops.
Rock and roll, baby.
Attention. Whoops, I guess this jack's a little loose. I got to tighten that up. This is his tube amp that he made. Boy, that's a sweet sound, Rob. Good grief, boy. Yeah, so there it is through a tube amp. That's a wonderful sound. If you're interested in this, you have to contact me. I don't know really what I'm going to ask for it yet, whatever I'm going to do with it. But anyway, if you're interested, let me know. I see Pete said something about, yes, this guitar was made in Kalamazoo. K-L-L-A-Z-Z, Kalamazoo. And anyway, I find it to be a very fast neck. The non-yelling binding is likely where it contacts the chest and forearms. Must be well-played guitar. Well, it was. Like I said, it had smoke. You know, when you play in bars back in the day, you know, your guitar, your clothes, your car, everything smelled like smoke. But you never noticed it until you quit smoking. Once you quit smoking it a month later, everything stinks. But anyway, yeah, there was a lot of smoke on this puppy. But there it is. Now, what I promised in the I know what else. It does have one of these replaced. It seems to me right there if you see that. You see that? One of those inlays.
Which one?
Well, the dark one, I think. There's a couple dark ones. Oh, yeah, now I remember. This guitar, it seemed like they had sanded down the fretboard when they refretted it. It's got new frets when they refretted it. And they sanded it a little too much there in a couple of spots. Anyway. Let's compare that with the sound of the same year. I got to tighten this up. Same year guitar, however, two different pickups, and you've seen this guitar before. It's one of my happy guitars. It's very happy. I've taken it to camp, and people have said, wow, that guitar sounds good. Now 1 3/4 inch nut width. I know it might be a little gaudy looking, but hey, this is walnut. I don't think the wood is walnut. So it's a little different guitar. This, I think, has the HRWs on it. And they are potted. Now we're going through Rob's tube amp. Yeah. Well, I think this one sounds pretty damn good too. Yeah. So,
Yes, it does.
it's pretty. It's real pretty. It's really a pretty guitar.
They sound really similar. I mean, there's not much difference to them, to be honest.
Well, you
in
know,
my opinion.
yeah. This one does have a metal bridge. And again, that's got the 2 pickups. Also, the whole body has been shot on this. Now, let's listen to this, though, direct, because as what Brad Paisley said, it's all about the amp. What do you? I don't think it sounds as good there going through the mixer as the other one.
Yeah, it definitely sounds fuller. The other one sounds fuller.
Yeah.
It's probably maybe the pickups.
The pickup and the fact it doesn't have 2 pickups. You know. You need this like you need a hole in the head, you know? I think it is. Rob said selecting the SS. It is selected, Rob. This one sounds brighter, Gail says. I think you're right, honey. Now, I think I might try. I've got some nylon inserts, and I think I might try putting some nylon inserts into this bridge, as well as into my that 68 L5, because they used to do that. There's Bo Diddley. When I play with Bo Diddley, every night he'd break a string. Every night, and I think it was part of his act. And then he'd, restring it right there. Down, 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 and while we're so he'd be going. Well, then I said, Bo, they have these nylon insert. You could put it in your tunematic, and it probably wouldn't break the string there. And I'll melt those. I'll melt them. Okay. Anyway. Mr. Diddley. Yeah, I played with Bo with the Dick Clark group. So, anyway, question of the day. Ready? Oh, well, I guess we're done with the comparison, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Question of the day. How do you adjust your pickup height? Which one, how do you do it? Well, I'll tell you what I do. I take a nickel and put it under the string, and you put your finger on the string, you put a nickel in there, and you have it touch the nickel. Then you go over here. Don't you want it to touch the nickel. And then you go over here and you do the same thing, except you have it touch two nickels. Now this pickup, do you see how it's slanted it is? Can you see that? I kind of put it in that way just so more of the get more of the sound over here as opposed to over here. I think it helped. Over on this side, either a penny and a nickel or two nickels, depending on where you want it. But I like a guitar that's balanced between the strings, so it doesn't sound like big. So, by the way, the strings on this are only about a year and a half, so it could probably use some new strings. Maybe they have some.
That's how I adjust my pickup too.
Yeah. Now, didn't you say that's what Bill Lawrence told you?
Yeah. Bill Lawrence, he told me that. Shoot, man, that was back in probably the mid '90s, maybe the late '90s. It was in the '90s. Yeah, I asked him one day. I was like, because I had just bought pickups from him, and he had built me a few sets.
Bless
you, Wes.
Yeah.
And he told me, he said, the best way, he said, a good starting ground is to get you a couple of nickels, and on the high end, the treble side, adjust your pickup up till it's a nickel's width from the bottom of the string to the top side of the pickup, and then put two nickels on the bass side, bless you, and do the same thing. And he said, that's a good starting point. And he said that it will, because of the magnetic pull, the bass strings move more when you strike them than the high-end strings move. So the pickup don't have to be as close to the low-end side because the magnets are pulling them hard anyways. But the high-end, there's not a lot of mass to that string, so the pickup, the magnets aren't pulling the strings as harder as the pickup magnets are pulling on the bass side. So that was why you sort of put it in at an angle that way, so that the magnets are sort of equally pulling on the
Right.
strings, which in turn gives you a more smoother volume between the strings as you go across them.
Right on.
That was his theory on that. Yeah.
That's a good theory. You know, the fact the string is twice or 3 times bigger. You know, I mean, it's a big string there.
Yeah, the magnets just there's more surface area on the low string for the magnets to pull rather than the surface area of the high end. Dickie Dale in the house.
Now, Dick Dale said something interesting. We were at the NAMM show and we're talking with him, and he said a guitar should be made out of the same wood. Everything all the same. If this is maple, should be maple. If this is mahogany, this should be mahogany. It all should be the same, so it vibrates the same. Well, that's interesting. That makes sense, I guess. Fender guitars, what do they have? Poplar body with a maple neck, you know? Well, a maple body, I would think that'd be pretty damn heavy. But anyway, what do you think? If Pete, if you're listening, join in on that one.
Hey, I got a question. So you guys putting the nickel over the pole piece, or are you setting it flat on the cover?
Over the pole piece, or lower
Okay.
don't have the pole piece too high. You don't need to.
Right.
You know, some guys, you get a guitar and it's like the B string. Some guys pull that pole piece up. I don't know why. I guess because they feel the string isn't loud enough. But yeah, I put it over both. But you got to put your finger here on a fret way up here. Don't have it open. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay.
I see.
When I want to raise my pickup, I stand up.
And make sure it's American nickel.
Get up, stand up for your rights. Okay. Yeah, this guitar seems out of phase too. I want to take this. I think I'm going to offer both up, but I want to a couple of things, fine tune this a little bit more.
Felipe had another question. He said, "Do you find coil splitting pickups useful on a jazz guitar? Do you think it's worth wiring the pickups to be able to use coil splits?"
I never have. Nah. Then you got to put another hole in your guitar and everything, or mess around with another thingamajig. I've had a couple like that. No reason to even have them. Now on my 347, I have that, but that's a rock and roll guitar, you know. So you might want to thin it out. You can almost get that guitar to sound like a Strat. So, so I wouldn't even mess with that. Matter of fact, it's got so many wires. I don't even like all those 4-wire things. Just make a pickup with 2 wires, for crying out loud. I don't need 4. Wes.
Edward Jackson says, "I have 3 Archtops, but switched to a Fender Deluxe Telecaster."
That's good, yeah. Yeah, there certainly is less hassle. Archtops are finicky. You know, so, yeah, I get it. We did a thing about Telecasters for jazz and stuff. But, yeah, they sound good. And they push the amp well. Fender guitars really go well with Fender amps. You know?
Yeah, Ed Bicker did a great job with a Fender Telecaster.
So did
playing
Ted
jazz.
Green.
Yeah, Ted Green too.
But
yeah.
Ted Green hollowed his out. People don't realize that. It was hollow. By the way, you know who bought it? Keith Richards. Like, what? What are you going to do with that thing? Well, first thing, he's going to rip off one of the strings. Wes, why don't you show him what's on the website?
Well, why?
I want to take a break.
Okay. We're gonna play a quick little break song here.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't want to. I got.
Hey Jerry, do you have any relatives in Houston, Texas?
I could because I came from Fort Worth, Texas.
Because I had a guy that used to work for me, Jeff Boyd, same last name.
Well, it's possible I do have some relatives in Texas, but I'm not sure that I have any that far south. Is that where you're at?
I'm in Dallas. I'm
Oh,
outside
you're in
of
Dallas. Okay. Yeah, I was over in Fort Worth. I went to school there and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just interesting because the name is spelled exactly the same. So,
Yeah. How's the music scene around there these days?
yeah, it's pretty good. You know, there's a bunch going on. I guess they got the guitar show here in Dallas this week, so that'll be interesting.
Wondering if you get some jazz performers coming through there.
Yeah, not a lot. It's interesting. A lot more rock.
Yeah, rock, yeah.
Rock and blues. Yeah, pretty much. So. You have to go to Fort Worth to go to that jazz club Scat every once in a while down there.
Yeah. I was up in North Texas for a while. I agree. You're saying the guitar show is this weekend?
Yeah, it's down at that market center there. That white elephant that they did like 20 years ago.
That over by me.
Yeah.
I've been to that once. I have a brother in the Fort Worth area. I come down and see him. If it gets too hot for you during the summer, come up and see William and I.
Yeah.
It's cooler.
I was gonna say it'll get cool.
Yeah.
Less humidity, very cool. Yeah.
Hello. Thank you, guys. When nature calls, I pick up the phone. Hey, Rob said something here. Where did it go? It's important to stagger the pole adjustment screw slots at 45 degrees. You mean, why is that? I don't get it. Explain yourself, Robin. Because, well, this doesn't have the adjustment screws. Yes, but why is that? Why would you say that? Yeah, see, this sounds much brighter. Got a lot more stuff than the other one. Maybe the other. I think, encasing the body with a layer of lacquer, I don't think it helps it. I emailed you photos of a rototiller. Reduced weight. Oh, that's right, you did, yeah. Did it change the sound?
Hey, you said something about that guitar sounding out of phase. What do you mean by that?
Between the two pickups, if you wire and if it gets wired backwards, but then it's got the funky hollow sound,
Right.
and so yeah, it sounds like that to me. By the way, when I wired this pickup in here, I used a little junction box so that it doesn't even require any solder or anything. So you can just jump in there and switch a pickup fairly quickly without heating up your soldering gun. And you don't have to take out the pots. Makes switching them a lot easier. Hey, Pete Farmer, are you still here? Testing. Pete Farmer. I have a question for you. Okay, so, on our webpage, by the way, check this out. Let's see, where'd it go? Oh, you switched it.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to the guitar. This guitar, did you already take the Guild off of there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, remember that Guild X-150? That guitar went right away. Bye-bye. It went locally, actually. So, still, look at all these guys. This Eastman 605 this is a nice guitar, man. So, you guys probably ought to, if you want a nice acoustic sounding archtop, there it is. So anyway, we've got a variety here, and we'll get these on here. Some of these other guitars on here. If you want one of these, a lot of guys, Rob's got one. A lot of guys have got these, and boy, they're just a lot of guitar. That is the AR480 new, so I have to order it, and I'll set it up. Eagle Classic, that's gone, but this guitar here, man, I've been playing gigs with this, and boy, gets a lot of good response. This Heritage. And those pickups, you don't notice a big difference in pickups until you get out and play, and it's like, wow, okay, these pickups are really sweet. So anyway, FYI, those are Heritage pickups. And of course, we've got that guy. That is a sweet-ass guitar. Wow, is there such a word as that? and then that, this 16-inch, 17-inch, this 17-inch. We got a lot of guitars, and the Soho, still the Soho. Anyway, FYI, Jimmy Page routed out his Telly. Did he? I thought he played a Gibson Les Paul. You know, back in the day when Gibsons first came out, nobody liked them. Mr. Driscoll, remember Mr. Driscoll, Rob? Had a music store in Thousand Oaks. He said they, not that store, but the store he worked for, like Wallach's Music City, ordered a few of those, and they just sat on the shelf, and finally they just dumped them for $75. Can you imagine that? You know, 59 Les Paul, $75. Wow, talk about a nice investment.
Here's what Rob emailed right here. Can you see that? That's the rooted Telecaster.
Oh, he
right
routed. Oh, wow. Just with all.
And it drops it by half a pound.
Wow. Wow. That's a trip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there you go, guys. Grab your Telecasters and get to work.
And yeah, just start,
Drilling holes.
drill holes in it. Now they know how many holes it takes to fill a Fender Telecaster. We'd love
that's just the beginning stages here. Hold on, I have the rest. Oops.
Oh, nice. Oh, I see. Yeah. Boy, that's a lot of work, Rob. That's a nice job, though, you did.
Yeah.
Is that a 4-bolt Telly or a 3-bolt? Lower it down just a hair more. Oh, yeah, it's 4-bolt.
Is that how Ted Green had his routed out, or?
I don't know. I think it was just under the pick guard. Well, that was too, but I don't know for sure. He just kind of went like, this is routed out. So, oh yeah, Gail wrote a little note. Thanks, Wes, for getting this all up and running. If you guys feel like you're enjoying this, please give him a tip if you feel like it. He would really appreciate it, and I would too. He puts a lot of work into this puppy. Okay, you guys got anything to talk about? Let me go over to my rundown here and see what's up.
Yeah, I do. I got something.
Okay.
So, Rich, you might be interested in well, at least knowing about this, but William and I went to this last week, but Pete Hendrickson has started something he's calling the Hendrickson Guitar Society. You can find it on his website. It's a deal that, if you know this, I won't repeat it, but he started this, and it's $19 a month, and you get to go to the signature workshops where artists come in. Like last week was Jocelyn Gould.
Oh, nice.
William and I attended that. It was excellent. He's got Dan Wilson coming, Clive Carroll, Adam Miller. I said Dan Wilson.
Nice.
So he's got a different artist every month. Then he's offering peer-to-peer hangs at his shop.
That's awesome.
Early access to the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival and gear previews, and that kind of stuff. So we're poking him. We're telling him he needs to get you out here
Absolutely.
to be on the list. I think he's pulling from some of these artists that are playing at a jazz club in Denver called Dazzle, or that's what he said.
Uh-huh. That's
So
cool.
we need to have you out here as one of the monthly guests. We would love that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'd like to do that. I'm going to go back to the Colorado Springs or the Denver Rocky Mountain Festival.
Good. Good.
Yeah. So, Wes, are you going to go too?
I'd like to, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you, Jerry, for that. Now, are they doing it in his new facility? He said he had a pretty big area there, right?
Yes, he's doing it in his new facility, and let's see. How many people you think was at that one, William? On 20 or so?
I would say probably 20 or 25. I didn't really take a head count, but there was, about 20 or 25 people.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. Very cool.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, she's a talented gal, good singer.
Yeah, that's the thing that struck me about her was the tonality of her voice.
Yeah.
I told her that. I said, a lot of jazz singers sound like they're trying to sing jazz, but with her voice sounds she's actually singing jazz. She's not trying to sing jazz.
Uh-huh.
If that makes any sense at all. But it's a very natural, pure sound that comes out of her mouth.
Uh-huh.
It's not like she's not like one of these vocal shredders that do all these like weird gospel vocal licks and stuff. It's just she's really true to the melody and to the tonality that she creates with her mouth. It's very, very, very good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's good. That's good. Yeah, she was at the Rocky Mountain Festival.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, nice. Yeah, I thought, yeah, she's good, and I've seen a couple of her videos and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That'd be really neat if you could come out there and do a show. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here I go.
Yeah, just bring you some backing tracks, man, and sit around a jam.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm there. I'd love to do that. That'd be fun. You know, traveling is hard. Gets hard after a while. You know, it's a pain in the ass. I don't even like to go to the store.
Yeah, I get it.
But no, I'd like to do that. That'd be fun. I'm glad Peter's doing that. That's wonderful because I know he had the space, and he was talking about doing that, and so that's good. So
Yeah,
you sign up for $20 a month, and that gives you the right to go in there when they have shows.
That's right.
That's a pretty good deal. That's great. That's
Yeah.
a wonderful deal.
Yeah, his shop is real nice, and he'll let you tour around in it and stuff like that, and talk to the guy.
Did he show his new amplifier with the 15-inch speaker?
Well, we saw it on the floor, yeah, and he talked about. Well, I know that Sean McGowan has used that. I saw Sean play with it. And, yeah, I guess he's saying that it's. Yeah, he's got orders for it, so.
Oh yeah, does he? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, he had that at the Jazz Fest. That was a nice amp, and it's light too. It's surprisingly light. It's crazy. So, check. Well, anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt. What'd you say?
Also, a nice brewery just across his parking lot. That makes it.
That's why he moved there. That's why he moved there.
Didn't partake, but I got my eyeball on it.
Yeah. That's great. That makes for long lunches.
That's right.
Hey, Jerry, next time we're down there, we'll go over there and we'll hit that place up before we show up, and then we can have an after show over there too.
There you go.
What flat five?
Yeah, the whole world's flat five after a while. So Yeah, so check this out. So Yosemite. Oops, wait a minute. Yosemite, we still have some room left at the camp. We had a couple. Well, like William, how you feeling? William, I know had the. You don't have to go into big detail. Just
I won't. Yeah.
good or bad.
Bad.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I've done my right leg and my right foot isn't responding to commands that I
Oh, jeez.
that I try to do with it, and yeah, and I'm still sort of in limbo about when the procedure is going to happen. So
Yeah. Well, we wish you all the best.
I know you do, and I want to take Wes up on that offer. He offered me back when you guys first found out. He wanted to have a talk with me about trying to arrange maybe like a sort of some really good information on how I could start teaching.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he said that he wanted to have a talk with me about that. And the reason I've not contacted him is because I was waiting to see. I thought for sure I'd have surgery by now, you know?
Oh, right.
And so, yeah, they haven't got it scheduled yet. So I was just sort of waiting on that. But I would like to talk to him about it, though.
Okay.
I'd like to.
We'll both talk to you about it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely so. Yeah.
So,
But yeah, I mean, but I'm still practicing. I started a new practice routine. I took all the standards that I've got 21 now, and I've broken them up into groups of 7 per day. Instead of trying to do all of them every day, twice.
right. Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, I broke them all up into doing 7 per day, twice a day.
Good.
And then in the morning, I started a new routine. Jerry hooked me up with a book through, let's see, what is the name of that? Super Chops. And it's a 20-week, it's a 20-week program that teaches you how to play through the changes. So I'm really good at floating on the top. So it's teaching me like key analyzation to be able to go through, look at all the chords, figure out when the actual changes happen, and it's an hour lesson every day. So that's been my morning routine, and then I practice the songs of the evening. So
That's a Howard Roberts book, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah.
I read through it and I thought, man, this is exactly where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Right.
As far as playing, that's exactly where I'm at. And so that's my new. Actually, this is my first week. So I think tomorrow will complete my first week. So playing steady eighth notes, not really worrying too much about the phrasing, and you're not trying to write melodies that are memorable. It's just doing the physicality of playing steady eighth notes and then making the changes as the changes go by. So I mean that's
It's really important.
Cannot thank him enough for sending me that book, because it's like I said, it's exactly where I was at. So yeah, that's what I've been doing to try to work through this and just keep going at it.
There you go. Good. Well, so needless to say, Tim or William's room is available. Anyway, yeah. So, but we were just up at Echo. Let me go over here. At the where we have the workshop. Because we were there for a family reunion. Oh, shoot. And I was going to show you a picture, but it's not letting me do it. Oh, well. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Well, anyway, that camp, everybody commented on how much they liked. I call it a camp. It's not a camp, it's a resort, right? William. You know, it's you go there and all the meals are provided, and you're not sitting around eating a can of beans, you know, like Blazing Saddles. No, you're it's a nice little breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And
I wouldn't call it a resort though, because it's like you're not getting served by like people at a resort. You know,
Okay.
it's like a retreat place.
all right,
It's like summer camp for jazz musicians. It's a summer
retreat.
Camp for jazz.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like a retreat.
Okay, so not a camp and not a resort. It's a retreat in the middle.
It's a hoedown.
I really hate that I'm not going to be there because for me, it was probably the most fun I've ever had with music in general throughout my whole life. It was just, I mean, I'm still like working daily on things that were handed out on that week that I was there, but I'm glad that I do them every day because the things that they taught
Right,
really,
sure.
really improve you. It's
Yeah.
not you know, confuse you and keep you coming back. If you know, you're sitting around, you know, 4 jazz masters, you know what I mean, and they're just telling you what
Well,
you need to do.
Everybody's trying to make you better, and they're rooting for you, and they're on your side, trying to, you know. And when you get up and play, you know, it's like nobody's, you know, criticizing you, only in constructive ways, but everybody's rooting for you to pull it off, you know,
Yeah.
and to do good. So, yeah, it's a good positive thing. A lot of people come back and say, "I can't believe how nice everybody is," and so it's a real good thing. It's a real special thing. It's really good for all of us, and. You know, it's fun for the teachers. Mike Dana just says, this is the best thing I've ever done. And he's done them all over the world. He's the guitar seminar guitar teacher of the world. Goes over to India and Japan and wherever. Whatever happened to name that tune? Well, let me find a song. You want to play Name That Tune real quick? Let's just do one song. You ready? Oh. Here it comes. Name this song. Then he grabbed her and he tied her to the railroad track. Here it comes.
Lullaby Birdland.
Sure sounds like it.
Bingo. Okay, William, you get an extra cookie now. I didn't know you guys like Name That Tune so much. How about this one? I don't even know how to play it anymore. Any ideas?
Awesome.
Say what?
No, not awesome.
Once I Loved.
Once I Loved. Okay.
I didn't think you guys get it because I don't even get it. All right. So, well, any other pressing issues with anybody today? Remember, tomorrow we have the guitar hang at 11 o'clock. Thank you, Wes, for that graphic. Be sure to give Wes a tip if you like what he does. Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
I know what that was.
That was my email. And if you're interested in any of these guitars, you let me know. Ta-da! So we're going to Disneyland. We are. We're in September. We're going to go to Disneyland. Gail and I, we've always wanted to go to Disneyland without any kids or without anybody else. Just us two, and just go hang out. Go through the shops and do all the other stuff. I don't think I want to go on and get beat up on the Matterhorn. But, yeah, so anyway, we planned that yesterday. That's why it's on my mind.
Fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Fun time. Daddy, I want to go to Teacups, Daddy. I'll tell you what, this guitar is easy to play. Well, anyway, thank you guys for joining me. It's no fun if you guys don't show up. I tell you that. In here twiddling my thumbs, talking to nobody.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you guys have a wonderful week. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow, you library guys. And everybody on YouTube, thank you for joining in and asking questions. And we'll see you next week for a brand new show. Okay.